Hello everyone, in this game we're gonna analyze one of my classical games played on lichess.org. This video is the game number 2 of the climbing the rating ladder 2000 to 2100. So let's start the game. D4, D5, C4, Queen's Gambit, and C6. Here white played E3. Let's say if knight C3, then D captures C, and after maybe E4, B6 is played. So black is kinda trying to preserve the taken pawn, and I didn't want this line, so I played after C6 I played E3. And my opponent played after E3 knight F6, knight C3, and G6. So here I continued my development, knight F by playing knight F3 and bishop G7 and bishop D3. Preparing to attack the center by playing E4. So black just castled and E4 played. Here knight captures E4, knight captures E4, D takes E, bishop takes E4. And here my opponent played knight D7, trying to bring their knight to F6 square, and white castled, and knight F6. But here I missed the move order. After knight D7, white played bishop E3 before castling bishop E3, and knight F6, bishop D3, and here my opponent played knight to G4, attacking the bishop. If I remove the bishop, they will capture on D4. But I thought since I will be gaining a bishop pair, I played bishop F4. So they captured on D4, knight captures, and queen captures. And here they attacking the F2 pawn also, and at the same time B2 pawn. And I had to play, and also my bishop on F4. So it's very strong attack. So I have to play bishop G3. And here black could have captured on B2. And after castling, just maybe bishop queen B6. Or anything could be played, even back to queen D4. So, but here my opponent played E5, and I castled. and e4. So bishop e2, queen captures, rook f captures d1, bishop e6, h3, knight h6 my opponent played, preparing to push f5. If they played knight f6 they cannot. So here I had a plan which forces black to make the following moves. Bishop d6, rook d8 they played. They could have played e8, and bishop e7. Now rook e8 and bishop f6. And here my opponent played knight f5, trying to bring the knight into the game. So g4. And knight e7 played. And here I played rook d4, since black doesn't have any options to defend the e4 pawn. So black played here king f8 and rook captures on e4, and knight g8 and bishop back to h4, keeping the eye on d8 square, so rook cannot come to the d file. And here they played f5 and rook d4, getting on the d file, which black cannot place the rook in. So there f takes g and h takes g. And here my opponent played bishop f7 and I played bishop f1. The better move was bishop d3, because since black cannot come to this d file, so keeping the bishop on this long diagonal is better than retreating to f1. But I played after bishop f7, bishop f1 played. And here my opponent played rook to e6 and rook a to d1 and rook a to e8. And here I thought a while and I played rook d7, which was a playable move, but since black has to either play rook back to b7 or black is losing a pawn. But they had one move, rook e1. If I capture on b7, rook captures. If I capture on e1, rook captures, and if I, let's say, if I capture, rook captures, then if I take b7, bishop takes, and it's black is winning very soon. And here I here I was after I made the rook d7 move, I realized that rook e1 is playable. Then if I capture and has to defend the c4 pawn, so here, and maybe after this it's not that easy, maybe here, and yeah, still but here yeah, still I'm on the b7 pawn, but my bishop is pinned, and then maybe knight h6 plays, and if I play g5, then this, and this is not so clear that how white continues continues their advantage, keeping their advantage, I mean. Right, in this point white is better, like 1 point something, plus 1.7 or something. And besides playing rook d7, white could have played a better move, rook f4, pinning the bishop and preparing to bring the rook to d7 square, which cannot be stopped. Of course, knight cannot play here. Then knight here and rook there, and the game continues. But after rook d7, white played, and black is run out of time. But that's not because black is thinking and running out of time. It said, my opponent said that he was at work. I guess he was at work and couldn't really concentrate on the game. They say they mean. And so that was my second game after climbing the rating ladder 2000 to 2100. So I hope you enjoyed my analysis or took something out of this game, and I wish you a better chess, and until the next video, bye bye.